like a fade. Praying they don't lock us up in the cage from chopping the white on the plate with the blade. Used to be
Strongunitedvoices. It's your boy D. You already know who it is. It's your boy B Will.
Your girl Black.
And Miss Lovely. All right, y'all, we back for another tune. I'm going to be very brief with the shootings. Look like they kind of calmed down, but these things happened on the 29th. And we're just going to go over, it's 41 total shootings that happened in the city of Buffalo for June. But hopefully this is July 1st. Hopefully we speak good existence into change, okay? Right now, the good news that has happened is Martin Gugino has been released from the hospital. That was the 75-year-old man, Gugino, released from the hospital on the 30th. He made it home, so that's a round of applause for him, for his condition. So he's home. The viral video looks like with Mike DeLong, what gave the burglar, talking to the woman, called her a effing cunt for her recording a video at 7-Eleven because it took 9 officers to 10 officers to check a man that was on drugs. And she just saying like it didn't take all of them. They was arresting the man, not taking him to the hospital. But that's what happened with that. So he's suspended without pay. Thank God for that. Not only that, he has numerous cases towards women, talking disrespectful to him, being rude for different cases, okay? So we want to keep an eye out for Mike DeLong because there's more of him out here like that, okay? So we got his picture going, up to as well, so everybody can see that, and I'm pretty quite sure y'all watch it on Twitter. I'm sorry? Well, we're gonna make them famous because we want to make sure it's many of them out there, but yeah. All right, and now we want to talk about police brutality that's going around I can't never get that word right, around the world. Right now I'm talking for the city of Buffalo with Quentin Settles, the 30-year-old young man that was pulled over for a traffic stop. Basically, he was going up a one-way, said they smelled marijuana in the car, pulled him over, got him out the car, found on him, groping him, and they groped him for 15 seconds on his genitals. Okay, and they then didn't find anything, no contraband, put him to the ground, start repeatedly punching him in the face. And he was saying to them, all the blood that was coming out, he kept saying, "I'm dying." That's what he felt like, he was dying.
I'm done, man.
You done?
Yes. I'm done.
Okay, babe. It's okay.
I gotta be bleeding.
All right.
Okay, babe. It's okay.
Guy, man.
What's in your
Okay,
pants,
baby.
man?
Nothing, man.
Don't. Here, you want to pull them out?
My arm is broke. My eye is swollen shut.
What do you?
I can't even help myself.
It might be. He's still going.
I'm trying to turn around. I'm not doing nothing, y'all. I'm not doing nothing. I'm trying to turn around. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing. Please, I'm not doing nothing.
When I looked at that video, it looked like the other cop from the bottom of him was probably still grabbing his balls.
He was supposed to be. What he said and what I read is he was still trying to check his pockets for drugs or they claim he had drugs.
Well, yeah, they said they found some white powder in his left pocket,
which was Malex.
I'm sorry?
Malex. You know Malex, like the laxative powder?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what they said it was, but they have to send it to the lab and get it ran just to make sure that's what it was. But that's what it was said.
So they beat that man like that for some possible.
Well, they beat him. Actually, they've been targeting him because he says in the video, you hear the police officer saying, "Yeah, that's Quentin Settles. That's him right there. That's Quentin Settles." And then that's when they
the body camera.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, after all that, well, let's get those officers' name out there, because this one rings a bell to me from a long time ago. Was Ronald Armerman.
Yeah.
He's well known. Crooked ass cop, I'm going to say it. And then we got Michael Shue. So he wind up in, Suttles wind up ended with a broken eye socket and a broken collarbone and mental distress from them groping him. I'm saying it. Because that's a man that you're touching like that. Okay, so
Is that you?
all right.
Ratchet.
So so he's planning to sue the police department, and I hope he do.
He's suing more than the police
And we'll give, we got a couple people he's suing, but right now it's just the police department. But right now, Mayor Brown said he's very concerned. That was his reply to that. We're going to move on from that, okay? Because he's concerned, just like he's been concerned about the 41 shootings, and still nothing's been done. Okay, now moving on. Now, Suttles also, now they want to bring out dirt on Suttles. They want to talk about he had a case from arraignment back in February 24th, 2020. He's indicted on a second-degree criminal possession of a weapon. Okay, now they bring it up. Now that he's coming out with this and suing the police department, they want to bring up about some charges he had. Then he had alleged that he got pulled over September 8th with somebody else. They recovered a 9mm handgun from Suttles, who was the passenger in the car, and they was pulled over on Broadway for speeding. So, you know, at the end of the day, it doesn't give them the right to beat this man the way they did because of some previous cases. So, you know, right now, that's the big news in the city of Buffalo. We hope that young man get justice. Don't cop no pleas. Fight your way out. Because obviously it looked like he was a target to me. Well, anybody input?
That's what they doing with him. They bringing up that other stuff, saying, "Hey, you keep doing what you're doing, we gonna go after that."
Yeah.
So therefore, drop the lawsuit or whatever.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen, and you bad not. He got a good lawyer though. It's Ramos.
But you know the Flynn, your man Flynn.
Yeah.
That you gave the ups to.
Yeah.
What was that? Monday.
Yeah.
Last episode.
Uh-huh.
Well, he has decided to step down.
What?
From the case, from prosecuting Quentin Suttles, because he said it's a conflict of interest.
Oh, because he pursued him on something else.
Because he prosecuted him. So they're going to bring in another DA from another county to sit and prosecute with this situation right here.
Oh, with the police.
Yes.
So he can't do nothing with
tuned.
so he can't do nothing with the police officers. He has to let another district attorney come in.
So let me get this straight. He had a lawsuit against them, so now they beating them now?
No. He got these charges he already had with the get caught with a gun before, they say.
Criminal, he already have
so he had a little background.
So they're trying to use that as the reason why they we all
stopping him because right.
Because now he's suing them. It's like you either do this or like he supposed to just got his ass whooped and suck it up. We made a mistake because you didn't, he didn't have a gun. They said no contraband on him, period. No. So I was lost about this white powder in the left pocket.
They said it was melee.
Oh, wow. Well, that's all we got. All right, so to your brother, Quentin, we, rooting for you. Hope the best for you. And we did try to reach out to you to get your side, but I know by this being the case, you have to keep it, under wraps until your lawsuit is over with. But we hope the best for you. Okay, what we got next going on here?
Wow, what do we have here? Oh, you know what? We've taken this around the world, y'all.
Yep.
So we're going to talk about Elijah McClain.
Okay,
I heard of that 23-year-old boy in Aurora, Colorado.
Okay.
So this happened last August.
Okay.
So it hasn't been a year just yet. However, his father he wants justice.
Okay.
For his son.
Okay.
And his father don't understand why they did that to his son.
So you got to refresh.
Okay, so I'll tell you guys what happened. So actually what happened was it was a 23-year-old young man. He was coming home from the store. He had on a full face mask.
Oh, wow.
He had, from what they said, he has asthma. So he has, little
bad skin
things that's going on. So, he was just protecting himself. And some neighbor or someone seen him walking and said, some strange guy walking with the face mask, whatever. So when the police came up, you know, they were like, hey, you know, come here, and, you know, he kept walking, you know, he didn't do anything. He kept telling them I didn't do anything, you know, he was just walking, going home. He asked them, because they rolled up on him, he asked them to get out of his space, you know, maintain space, told them he didn't have a gun, you know, they wrestled him down to the ground and everything. Yes, ma'am, wrestled him down to the ground. He kept telling them, you know, that he was wearing a face mask. I'm sorry, y'all. It was a ski mask that he had on.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
He had on a ski mask.
Okay.
And he was dancing to his music. So he had his little earphones on, and he, you know, minding his business. You know, you walk to the store, and you don't think you're going to get harassed by the police just walking. Exactly. Exactly. So, you know, so now, you know, when they restrained him, they called the paramedics, I guess, once they got him down on the ground, had him restrained, you know, the little boy kept telling them, I keep calling him a little boy, I'm sorry, y'all, the young man, kept telling him, you know, he didn't do anything. They put him in a chokehold. Wow. He was telling them he couldn't breathe. They were telling him to calm down. Paramedics came and they injected him with ketamine to subdue him. Now, this is a practice that they do in Aurora, Colorado. That their paramedics, they have
to calm somebody down.
Yes, but it goes by cc's according to your weight. So they injected him with too much. So that's why he wound up dying a few days later.
Oh, the paramedics said that.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, but so now his father wants justice for his son.
Absolutely.
You know, he said he was a good
The paramedics should die. The paramedics should go to jail.
The paramedics
and lose their license.
The police officer, you know what I'm saying? The police, because they didn't have to approach him the way they approached him.
Yeah.
You know, they approached him as if he was actually guilty of doing something instead of, you know, be like, hey.
All of them responsible for it.
Basically.
And the person that called the police in the first place and said.
Was he black?
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Right there. Yeah. Another black person cannot mind their own business.
Yeah, that's sad, man. And that's, you're hearing it over and over, and it's just different ways.
And that's last year.
And to be injected with anything under my free will, like I didn't ask for that. I don't need that. You know,
you don't even know if he had
allergy
you ain't got to inject them
You ain't even been trained to give nobody the dosage.
No, well, they're trained, but the thing is, they're supposed to go according to the person's weight. So if you're 240 pounds, the amount that they gave him would have worked fine for you. But he was only 140 pounds. So the amount they gave him was entirely
100 pounds over there.
Yeah. Was entirely.
Well, how do you know? But first of all, you need to be asking somebody their health conditions. What if he had cancer? What if he had an aneurysm? You don't know what the hell he had.
Exactly. They shouldn't be doing that.
They need to get that law taken care of. They need to get that law taken care of.
That's a horrible practice.
That's crazy.
Right.
Exactly. It's called to vote. Everybody needs to exercise your right to vote. If you're not registered to vote, you should go out and get registered and vote. Everybody have to use their voice.
Definitely. Absolutely.
What you got going on, B. Will?
My guy is somebody I bumped shoulders with a couple times, you know, from Lockport. You know, a guy named Troy Hodges. On June 16th. His mother called the police because they said he was acting erratic. You know, might have been under the influence or something, whatever. Wasn't allowed to. And when the police came up to him, he wasn't having it. They wrestled him to the ground, tased him, and eventually killed him.
When did this happen?
This was last year, June 2019.
Oh, so June, same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he had facial injuries. They beat him up. He later died on the way to the hospital, I believe, in the ambulance.
So I mean, what's the outcome of it? Like, is they suing anybody?
Right now, it's under investigation.
Still, from last year?
Yeah.
You know, that mother might need to push that out here while all this is going on, because there's not no awareness to it.
And I believe it came back up now that all this stuff is coming up. You know, now the state is investigating, not Lockport. The state is investigating. You know, they still holding little rallies for him and, you know, making sure they don't forget. But
That's crazy, man. I mean, you just can't get it from it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, through the fact now that we do have these social media platforms, we able to put light on it, and our voices is a little more powerful to be able to speak out and let people know what's going on, because without this, we will never know what's going on. Never.
And with that Troy Hodges, supposedly the body cameras weren't functioning correctly.
So now they don't have nothing from when they came up on them, nothing.
Cell phone video, that's it.
Who had the cell phone video?
I guess people was watching.
Oh, watching
neighbors,
it.
Neighbors
Okay.
was watching.
Okay.
You know, and he yelling, "Mom, don't let him kill me," because his mom, you know, I mean, just imagine how she feels.
Yeah.
You know, she called just to, hey, calm my son down.
Right.
He a big dude.
Right.
You know, he acting erratic or whatever. Just
Yeah.
calm him down.
Right.
And they end up killing him.
Wow.
You know? So I mean, God bless her. I can imagine the pain that she goes
Right.
through right now,
Right.
but I'm sure
Still
she didn't
today.
expect that.
Right.
Right.
Right. So they didn't have any type of crisis agencies or something that she could have called?
Nope.
Wow.
No.
But the
My
police.
condolences. That's what they said. My condolences.
Wow.
Right.
Well, when she's saying crisis agency, like she couldn't call
Crisis. 'cause
A
they
cri-
have, like,
that's an
crisis.
agency.
Yeah.
that you could call when.
I mean, there
Someone
was,
that's
I didn't
mental-
read nothing
has-
on it.
Okay,
so I
okay,
don't
so you
wanna-
didn't get no
I don't wanna
information.
speak for
Okay,
her.
right. You can't.
You know,
You're
I'm
right.
sure there was somebody. that
Right,
she could
right.
call.
But the police was what was needed right then and there. That's
Right,
what happened.
right.
Okay.
Your local church.
But
You know,
yeah,
that's
but I-
where
Right,
they're gonna send you.
right.
Yeah, but isn't that strange though? The police, I don't understand why the police would not contact crisis or something like that when they are met with that type of situation, because they're not educated to handle situations with people that
Yeah, that
have
got mental or.
that has mental illnesses
of
like
that,
that.
you
type
said
of
was he
disease.
drunk?
He might have been under the influence
Okay.
of something.
Okay.
You know, I'm assuming that's why.
Right.
She called.
He-
for
Right.
oh, okay.
I guess supposedly he told one of the cops that he was gonna go in the house and get a gun.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
But before he went in the house, they wrestled him to the ground.
Got
tased
before.
him and
I
did
think
all
I heard
stuff.
about that.
So
Mhm.
basically, no weapon. You know, just word of mouth. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And
So they never-
let it
yeah.
die from that.
Mm.
Wow.
So, you know,
But then you got to remember, the police also, they got to cover their officers. So therefore, they're not going to reach out to the family until we get our guys
Right.
handled. Let's
Right,
talk.
right,
Let's
right,
get you guys. This
Yeah.
is the story that you got to tell,
Yeah.
and then we'll get to them.
Yeah.
And we always know it's their word against ours, you know, and they're
Right.
gonna stick to their guns and, you know, stick
Blue
with their
code.
team. Yeah,
It's
at
that
the end of the
blue
day,
code.
that code, they're not breaking that code for nobody, you know, so.
That's why, guys, keep them cell phones. Be on it at all times, because you could be saving somebody's life. Then you have those officers like the Mike DeLong, that lady just minding her business, and that could have went a twist or a turn. He seemed so aggressive by calling her a cunt, just because she's trying to make sure the young man, 10 cops for one person, that's on drugs. She's saying this man is out of his mind. He don't need that. It's the ambulance supposed to come and pick him up.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that didn't happen. They was taking them to jail. That's why I didn't understand. What are you taking him to jail for? He didn't commit a crime. And I'm just being honest. Every officer on the scene was white. That's on Prospect. And is that Niagara?
Yep.
Right, Duville College.
One black lady there.
I didn't see her.
I seen.
I didn't see the black dot.
Light skinned people. Yeah.
You did? You see someone?
I seen very light skinned people.
Oh, I seen all whites. So anyway, nobody stood out to me. Not a dot, not nothing. So again, everybody got to be careful out here, man. You got to really be filming everything you can. I also found some interesting as well from Virginia Beach. It was the man called Patrick Creek, KKK, shot his daughter's black boyfriend on June 19th. Okay, the man survived. Okay, but he got out on bail for $500.
Girl, no.
What? A lot
The
of
car
people-
was shot up. Okay, he shot the boy in the car, and when they say it was several bullets in the car, he said that the boy was threatening him to shoot him. They found no gun on that black boy, found no gun in the car. He had to drive himself to a 7-Eleven there. and that's who helped him. It was a corner store, you know, a convenience store that called the police and got him to the hospital. And the police said when they got him, he had several holes in his car and a couple bullets in him, but he survived. But that KKK got out on bail for $500. Not attempted murder, assault.
So where did the boy get shot at?
They just said he had a couple shots.
Like
So.
this, upper body.
And then, I didn't get
because we know above the waist
This is on
attempted
Twitter.
murder. Above the waist is attempted murder.
Yeah.
We know that.
Right.
Yeah.
So anything with a gun being fired into area or a public place, and someone get injured, I never heard of getting a bail for no $500.
$500.
Ever in life.
That's how much the respect they have for a black man. Because what they're saying is, if this was vice versa, that boy would have been no bail and locked the hell up. But unfortunately, we showing you here again, we have to go with the race car because this is what happens. This is what goes on. We want to bring up another thing here too about Breonna Taylor, y'all. We still haven't got this officer arrested. And they're trying to keep protesting. He's fired, but not arrested. And this is in Louisville, Kentucky, the racist state, city ever, just like Mississippi and Alabama and the rest of them, you know.
So he's no longer a cop, but he's free to join the Klan.
Basically.
Gotcha.
And he probably with him right now.
And they say that's what they do though. When they get fired from wherever they are, they'll try to go to other cities and states and try to work as police officers.
I was reading a topic. I mean, it's not about police brutality, but it's about like you said, with the father shooting the boyfriend. Black kid goes on a fishing trip with, I believe, 6 or 7 white dudes.
Mm-hmm.
White dudes come back, black dude missing. No investigation. They all got conflicting stories. Don't nobody know what happened to this black dude on this boat ride.
So the people he was with don't know what happened to
They got
him?
conflicting stories.
So they did something to him.
Well, we all know that. Once he ain't come back. I don't know, D. What you thinking about? I mean, this is just blowing my mind. I don't want to drop no F-bombs today, y'all. I'm trying to keep my lips sealed.
Today might be the day.
Today might be the day to drop me an F-bomb. It's all right to, drop an F-bomb.
Don't let them.
Yeah, I think that's crazy there also, man, because we like these stories, we don't really hear about them, and then when we hear about them, they so crazy that it's like, huh? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, how is this stuff happening and just being unheard of? So that's kind of wicked there. That's tough.
Well, what advice you can give to the young brothers out here, far as I guess trying to survive with with the cops?
Take track and boxing lessons. They're either gonna chase you or try to fight you. They're gonna chase you or fight you. One of the two. You know what I mean? You good at one of them, you got them. You know what I mean?
Track and boxing lessons.
That's it. That's all you can do. What you can do because listen, they tell you go to school. You try to talk your way out of a ticket, get your ass whooped because now you made the cop feel stupid. So run, nigga, run.
I say, man, you should definitely always keep, anytime we're dealing with police contact, you got to pull your camera out, let them know you're being recorded at this time, man. Just at least if you can get audio, get visual of it. Also, it's nothing wrong with at this time, and I'm not saying that it was just to protect yourself and to be on defense. It's nothing wrong with going out here getting a gun license at this time. You know what I'm saying?
Do it the right way.
And it ain't for anybody with a badge. It's just to protect yourself. It's not just the cop shooting. It's different things going on. But just to protect yourself, I feel like that's some advice that I can give too, man. If you ain't got no F on your record and you clean and you good, go ahead and get that to protect yourself at all times, man. And also, if you could put some cameras in your vehicle,
that's
you know what I'm saying? That's some good, or even if it got audio, stuff like that. We got to find other ways to protect ourselves. Also, I will say another thing, and some advice I can give is we got to start knowing about these laws too. I seen the video, man. I believe it was in Texas about a man and his wife on their own property at their house. a cop rolled by and said they looked at suspicious and tried to hop out and tell him, give me your name, give me your ID, that man said, I'm on my property. He called out laws and everything, and obviously the cop was white and the guy was black, and he told him, I don't have to give you any information. Am I being detained? Am I being under arrest? I'm on my own property. I don't have to give you anything. What is the reason for you? Just because I look suspicious? Because I'm black at a nice house like this? I own this property. You see what I'm saying? So, and I don't want to get into everything that happened, but long story short is, they wind up telling him, you know what, have a nice day, sir, and walking off. Because he knew so much of the law. He said, I thought y'all just were trying to detain me. What happened? You know what I mean? So he basically letting them know it ain't happening here. And once he called out certain laws and called out, one cop had to go get on the phone and call and then let him know, we can't touch him. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like we could do as advice. We just need to be a little more educated so that way we can defend ourselves.
Right.
I seen a thing on the internet. It's called like a pouch. What it is when you know you're about to get pulled over, you put your credentials, your ID, your registration, hang it on the window and roll your window up. Write me the ticket. We don't even have to have a conversation.
That's true.
Write me the ticket. When you come back to the car, I roll my window back down, put it back in my pouch, and send me on my way.
Right.
Therefore, you don't have to smell nothing. Right. Write me a ticket for what you pulled me over for, and let me go.
Yeah.
Because they always gonna listen. If they got a quota to fill, they always gonna smell marijuana. They always gonna smell alcohol.
Just to give you a reason to go in the car.
Exactly. It don't matter if you smoking cigarettes in that
alcohol.
I've been pulled over in my truck and I don't smoke. I don't smoke in my truck. He said, I smell marijuana. I said, no, you don't. You smell Lysol and Armor All. That's about it. You know, I don't smoke in my truck.
And see, at the end of the day, though, but Mayor Brown said it's fine. You know, as long as you don't get caught with a certain amount. So if you did smell it, so what?
It's fine for Byron Brown, but it's at the cops that pulls you over.
Their discretion. Yeah. So
you know what I mean? So it's a catch. I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Kobe, let me shoot that 3-ball, but I missed. My cop buddy picks up the rebound and he does what he wants to with the ball.
That's crazy.
Well, like I said, they put him over about smelling it.
Nice too with that.
What?
Just saying, you know what I mean? Shout out to B. Will. I'm just saying, you know.
He got it together.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
He got it together.
You know what I'm saying? I don't drink that cheap liquor, that's why.
Well, I don't know. Anybody got anything else?
Yeah.
Anything else?
I wanted to know. Oh, you guys.
No, go ahead.
I wanted to know if y'all seen the video about from Atlanta to Buffalo, police officers throwing their badges now because of the ban of the chokehold. Yeah, you can pull that video right up. They all throwing their badges down, saying they not working
because they can't choke
because of the ban of the chokehold. So because you can't have access to skill to kill somebody, y'all. So that was just the reason. That was it, huh? So now that's crazy to me because that same skill or tool or whatever you want to call it, kill people. Eric Garner. We just watched. Well, we don't even know what that was. And needed in that. I don't even know what that was. That wasn't even a technique or nothing. That was for George Floyd. You just killed that man. So
they shooting you in the back too. You see how they did Rashad Brooks
also,
and in Atlanta.
Another one. So. Yeah, and that was these things that's recent too. So we watch these chokeholds and things, whatever little techniques y'all have, y'all don't need them. First of all, let's just break down what the cops got. Guns, tasers, mace, handcuffs, billy clubs, backup with more guns. What more do y'all need? 8 officers, 10 cars outside. What?
That just go to show you how soft they are.
Some of them are. Man,
some of them is so soft. You see them anywhere else.
Crazy, man.
The first thing, I'm a cop, and everybody's like, oh, whoa, okay, yes, sir. You know what I mean? We'll respect you and do whatever. But 9 times out of 10, in my eyes, these dudes used to get picked on in high school.
Yeah, that's what they say about them.
They used to get picked on
The
in high
ones
school.
that do that, the other dudes, they know, man, I'm just here to do my job. I'm trying to get home to my family,
Right.
and that's that. You know,
Right.
you got to look at a lot of police officers don't even get paid that much anyway, so they're
Right.
not taking a job that serious, man. I'm
Right.
just trying to get home to my kids and try to get
Right.
the streets as safe as possible for me. Everybody else got their own little motives and this, that. You want to be power tripping, and I said you want control. You want to, make grown men get on the ground. Get on the ground. Like, you this tough now, just because you so angry. You know what I'm saying? Because of what's going on at home and the lack of that you got. You know what I'm saying? You just so aggressive now. You tough. You got your gun. You know what I mean? You see you outside. Besides the, hey, oh, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, now how's it going, buddy? But when you got the badge and the gun, you extra super tough guy now. You know, you got to stop that.
Right.
That's the thing about cops.
Get on the ground.
You know, it's crazy.
I'll never understand this about cops, good cops, and warriors. You know, I call it the good cops is cops. They do their job. You know, they protect and serve. The warriors is the ones that, bad apple. You know, whatever. But I never understood for the good cops not to say nothing about the bad cops when the bad cops put your life in danger of you not seeing coming back home to your family. Why wouldn't you say something as a good cop?
I believe it's back to that code, bro. Like you said.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but like, you know what I mean? That's almost like choosing your job over your family.
But you know,
that should never happen.
We don't know what goes on when they want to say something. We don't know how they're treating them either. They could be treating them bad. You know what I'm saying? When they want to say something or stand up for something.
So you rather wait until you get caught up in a situation that you don't want to be in, that you get suspended without pay, and then the union says, well, go work in Milwaukee, you know, or somewhere. You know, when you can just do it on your own. Listen, I don't like how they move here. Let me go slide over here. Yeah, university.
You see what happens to people that has done that. They get rid of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's easier said than done.
Yeah,
you know, but it can't everybody just be like, you know what, I don't like the way they operate here, so I'm just gonna uproot my whole family and we gonna go over here to Don Quixote way and work here. You know what I'm saying? Because hopefully they'll treat us better and they treat people better that they're protecting and serving.
Right.
You know, it's like.
But there ain't no like you know, statistics on every police station.
They're not gonna tell you.
About what?
But I'm saying if I applied there,
How
you know what I mean? Like just like you need my resume.
the stats of the
I need
precincts
to
or
know,
something.
okay, how many arrests y'all got? Like, yo, y'all got any complaints?
Yeah, that's supposed to be information. I mean, this is what Mayor Brown is trying to make sure everything is noticed and online. You can find how many complaints a cop got, how many this, how many that. So this is the laws they're trying to work here.
There got to be some Buffalo cops that's embarrassed by what's going on.
Don't you think they're gonna fudge that before they make it public?
Of course, that's not gonna
technically it's not gonna be accurate.
That's why it's not up now.
But there's got to be Buffalo cops that are embarrassed on what's going on.
Oh no, that's a whole fact. Quietly though,
and
yeah. I'm sure. I know that.
Yeah.
You know,
but you got to think about too. Wasn't Como just saying that, Mayor? I mean, Governor Como was just saying that about the those records should be released.
Yeah. He said that. He said there's no
the
law.
fact that they're holding on to it and makes it look suspicious. Okay. Yeah, I watch the news a little bit sometime when I can catch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you know.
Well, it's funny that the mayor in New York City is defunding NYPD there.
He ready to
$400 million.
He ready to do it.
And said to put it into youth and educations and this and that. He's ready to take some. A lot of people was against it, so, you know, and it's regular people that's against it because you do got to realize New York City is a rough place.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
You know, so just watching them last night. They up to now in this is what I was talking about too. 2019 they had 23 homicides, 23% of homicides. This year now they up to 40-something%. But it's this squad there that like the Snugs and the Peacemakers here. And remember when we was having this conversation, I said the Snugs and the Peacemaker need to be out here when the beef going down. Right. Don't be here talking about what should be done after the fact. Somebody laid down on the street. Now this squad here, they get out. They not with the police. They ain't got nothing to do. These are black people. This man is running this thing out here where he got black, people, young age, older age, get out here. If they say Ray got beef with Tay, they're going to get both of them. How can we squash this? How can we squash this? Okay, this is what I'm saying here. They don't give they ain't informers for the police. They don't work with the police. They solving it. That's why the murder rate was down in New York City because of this crew. And they got a headquarters. Okay, everybody, it's right in the city. I believe Brooklyn.
Something to take pride in. That's all you need.
This is what I'm saying.
I think we need one of those.
And that's
in
the
these jails.
exercise I was trying to say to have going on here. Let's get these, let's talk about it, and don't wait to talk about, man, stop the violence.
Right.
What you mean? Your ear is to the street more than the police. So you know when they saying such and said, man, they about to get it in. You got the word. You got the word. So get out there and get to them. How can we squash this? How can we, so this don't happen? Or shoot, I don't give a crap, make threats. Yo, if something happened to him, the word is out. Y'all, you the first suspect we coming to get.
Let's just keep it 100. A lot of this stuff that be going on in the hood be nonsense, man. He say, she say, man. Who said they was getting more money, man? You know what I'm saying? Over a female
my
or
baby
something.
mom.
Oh, man. Like, it just be... I'm not saying it like that, because at the end of the day, I know that's your baby mom. It's like, okay, you saying that, bro, but that ain't your baby mom. I get it. But what we saying is something that can get past. Like, we can get past this. Let's get past words before deaths happen. Somebody pull a gun out. Somebody actually get shot. No, bro, I got shot. I ain't going for that. Nah, somebody got to feel my... You know what I mean? I get it. But if we can talk about it or get past that before that, y'all don't even know. A lot of y'all probably can relate. A lot of y'all be cool. A lot of y'all be homies. You know what I'm saying? No, that's a fly nigga. No, that's my boy now. You can get past that. But if we can't get it until it's out of control and blocks getting shot up, people getting hurt, family members, you know what I mean? Once that get involved, it's going to be hard to squash it and talk about it. So let's talk about it before it get there. Right. That's all.
But I don't know how active they are now, because I had sat and went to the training, and it's called restorative justice. And what you do is just like they say, it's not with the police. So you have two people at odds, you sit them down, and they sit in what we call a peace circle. And you sit and you talk about, the situation or what's going on and how to rectify the situation with those two people, where it's considered, it's in a safe space. So I don't know if, because I know Pastor Giles, he was part of the training, and some other leaders here that were in that training that I was in as well before I had moved away. So I don't know what they're doing with it now.
Never heard of them.
Honestly,
that's what they're doing with it. I never heard of them.
I would challenge the community.
I never heard of them. What she's talking about?
It's called restorative justice. It's a training that you get. That's what it's called, restorative justice.
But who's getting the training?
Circles. Well, they had came to my church. They had asked my pastor, and that's how I had got the Pastor Drayton at First Calvary Missionary Baptist Church.
Okay. Shameless plug. Just in case you watching my brother, I got you. I'm holding you down.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm not being funny, but I haven't heard.
But this is what I'm saying. I don't know what they've done with it.
Well, you need to get with your pastor.
And see, it's not just, it wasn't his thing.
Oh,
it was not his thing.
Oh, okay.
Someone had came
brought
in.
that to the
Yes, and then it was.
I don't think nobody carried on with it, because I haven't heard it. All I
didn't
got is the
either, but we
peacemakers.
do have some. I don't know. Maybe that might have been the people you talking about. Now they might got a new name, so they was on the news and all that. When the fires and all that.
Wait a minute,
name?
Giles. You know what? No, he had GYC.
It's a crew of people. They be having yellow shirts or gold, black shirts.
That's the peacemakers.
That's them. Okay, so that's all I was saying.
And a great bunch of them, like I said, Pastor Giles, we all sat in that training together. So that's why.
Well, actually, this person, Murray Holman is the head of the peacemaker. He used to be an FBI agent. Yes, he is. And that's where I got on. Got his name. You see, I got him right here on the list to be reaching out to him.
He used to be what?
He used to be an FBI agent.
Oh, okay.
And now he took over that peacemaker thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
and so what I'm saying is when you see him out there, that's the man. He's the man that, like I said, they always out there when it come to individuals and when it come down to somebody dying. You know what I mean? But we don't hear y'all here saying, we got here, we saved this one in time. We nipped this in the bud. We have to grow doing things like that. Right. We can't be there all the time. Oh, we got to stop the violence and, come to us. They ain't coming to y'all. Don't you see that? We can't. Y'all waiting for tips. You're not going to get them tips. Some people scared.
And I think also when it comes to that, sometimes you got to go to the people. You can't wait for the people to come to you to squash something.
That's what I'm saying.
You might have. I'm not saying all the time, and I ain't saying go into their dangerous areas.
Because everybody ain't approachable.
Say that.
Right.
So if we can figure out something to where it's that we can come there and, you know, them boys understand we come to neutral grounds. And when you come to them, don't come to them on some, oh man, we need to come to them with a plan. Look, we gotta do boom, boom, boom. We got y'all this, that. Y'all can separate. Y'all can this, that, some business, something. Come to them with something that make them like, you know what, man, you're right, bro. It wasn't even all like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then we can't just come like, oh, what you gonna do over there? Nah, come with something, a strategy, something that these boys, when they hear it, it sound good to their ears.
Right.
Talk to them in a way they can get it. You know?
This would be my idea. This would be my idea. If there's a shooting on a block, you have a block party on that block. You'll get people to talk. If you let them know.
They've done that. They've done that.
If they're,
They've
I
done
get
that.
what you're saying. If they're in a safe space,
right? If they're in a safe space and they know,
If they're
yo,
in a
you
safe
trying
space.
to
Listen,
make this
they've
block
done that.
Yes.
That you don't, you know. Here you go in a category. They've done that.
Okay.
They brought people together. They had the police trying to deal with the community,
That's
whereas
what
with
I'm
the
saying,
senior
without the police.
citizen. But then, who was they supposed to talk to? Then?
Peacemaker.
like I'm saying,
The peacemakers and the police. I'm gonna say it again. Let's see if everybody can get their listeners' ears on.
we hear you.
The police and the peacemakers, okay, have been out with the community. That Mayor Brown tried to make it like everybody get together and go up to the officers and give them your concerns.
Okay,
But they're going to feel more
police,
comfortable doing it without the police. That's what we're saying.
If the police is the issue,
Yeah,
yo, it's gonna look like I
Right.
snitched on such and such,
Right.
and I could talk to this peacemaker
But I don't want
and
the
let
police
him
there.
let him relay this information,
Right.
and they don't come.
I'm gonna zone you out. Clear and day, what I'm telling you. It's been done. What part y'all not getting? I said the peacemaker.
But you said
The
the police, like they're
Do you think the
together.
police walk and a peacemaker walking hand in hand talking to the people on the street? No,
The way you said it seemed that way.
I didn't say that. I'm
They're
saying they
presence.
were there.
That's all I'm
They
saying
were
is they
there,
presence.
and they were. The peacemakers go around when the murders happen. What are you talking about? They going door to door. Have you heard or have you seen something? If you got something, come tell her. They're scared. These people are scared because you got to realize the majority of where these shootings is happening at is senior citizens down there. They scared to death.
You know,
They're scared.
You know what probably is the issue too, though? Due to the fact they scared to come to him because of his prior job description.
I don't think a lot of people know that. I did my own research on him. Y'all didn't even know it.
Yeah, I did.
So I did my own homework on him because I was trying to find out who's the leader of this so we can reach out and find out what are they doing. Are they doing this? I see them all the time out with the public when it's, like I said, with the visuals. When the protesting was going down, they were out there to try to keep the crowds under control. I see them out there. That's and it's not their job. They're not cops. When they outside, they ain't got guns and pipes and stuff to protect them out there. He might got something on him because he's a retired, but they not out there to be doing that. But I watched a video with McKinley High School where they was out there. The fights always go down at the corner store at the McKinley High School. Dumb people went in there. A girl stabbed one of the peacemakers in her arm.
Wow.
Okay, because she was trying to break up a fight. They told them, let them in. Before the police got there, they was on the scene. They said, because obviously this is a troubled school. They knew the fight was going down. They telling the man, let us in the store so we could break the fight up. This girl went in there and sacrificed her life and got stabbed in the arm twice. A peacemaker. So I know they out there. They know this was a troubled school, so they hang out here so kids could get on the bus and go home. But they didn't catch that fight, and it's not their jobs to catch the fight. But they do try to get it to where their kids is not going to be beaten up by the cops, and they're trying to intervene much as they can. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have no nothing, no grudges or no hard feelings towards the peacemakers because they are doing what they're supposed to do without even being protected. But it just, to me, somebody be out there talking is what I'm saying. And they getting those names.
Yeah,
they getting that word. And instead of y'all going to that person is what I'm saying, how Brooklyn do it. Brooklyn is rougher than Buffalo, honey. As a whole. Okay? So if them boys going out there and saying, hey, we're going to get Ray and Tay, we got to get these boys. We got to get them. We got to shut this down. That's what they're doing. When he tell y'all go up on the block and be like, come here, I know they know how to talk to him, but get them up to him and try to talk to him. And I'm just saying we need something like that here because it takes these people to be on the streets with these young boys every day, not just here and there every day and getting that word. Even if you just get a name, go check it out. Just go see what's going on. So maybe they need to put all these people together. It's a thing called the MVPs in the blue and yellow. Yeah, y'all look like y'all never heard of them.
No, we haven't. I have not.
Look, I thought it was an enlightenment session. So I'm just listening.
I'm telling y'all.
I thought I was learning something.
Well, you are. Did I teach you something? Did I give you something?
So MVPs, no, I
the most.
I've only been back here.
Oh my God.
3 years.
No, this is no. You know, Monica, her husband Neil. He was running it. The MVPs. I'm sorry, it's sad to even mention that. I don't got their full title, but they wear blue and yellow. And like he's been getting out here saying how, you know, to get the communities together, to get the young boys together. Now he got a group, but he got a bunch of women with him. I don't see a lot of men with him, but I'm just saying, look how the women stepping up to the plate, doing, you know what I mean?
They sick of it. They sick of it too, and there's
they
a lot
losing
of
their kids.
I was just about to say that, you know. So, you know, not saying that men don't, you know, care, but you know,
most valuable parents. I hope I'm saying it right. Most valuable parents. I'm sorry to cut you off.
It's more comforting to talk to a woman than for a man to talk to another man.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd rather talk to my mom than, you know what I mean, like my dad, my uncle, or anything like
true.
that.
Okay.
I'd rather talk to my mom.
You think a young boy that got issues
We'll talk
would talk to a woman?
Yeah. Because you can fight a man, you can push a man, but a woman you gotta respect what she's saying.
No, they're killing us. They're killing us. They're taking us out. They're taking us out without a blink of an eye.
On a stage, a dude is pressing a woman like that on a stage, you know, in front of their peoples and stuff. You know what I mean? They act proud, but get a grown woman behind closed doors talking to a young dude. It ain't the same energy.
But I think it just depends on how respectable that young dude is. Too,
Yeah, that's
true.
Come on now, speak it.
I think it's who the woman is too, because certain women can give off that mother feel, even if she ain't your mom. You know, she can give you that warming and the certain words, the way she bring it to you. You know, you looking like, no, she remind me of my aunt. Though. You know what I mean? So it's like give off that to where with a dude, it's like
skip past that like you did your aunt.
That's just like
I said. It's just like
talking to Lovely.
when
okay.
it's just like when a young boy talking to a lady. It's like
I heard it on my
Why?
No, straighten up.
It's like
say it again.
That's what I said. It depends
say it
on
how you said it before.
Why?
See, that's why.
See, it depends on the actual kid that's going to receive the message, and it depends on the person that's giving the message.
That's right.
Because
delivery.
That's right. Because if you coming off the wrong way, they're like, "Yo, man, get her up out of here."
Right.
I ain't got nothing else to say.
And you gotta be also knowing. I know how to approach a person in the street.
No, I'm
serious. Because you can read their body language. You know, like you gotta come a little more timid.
She open her mouth.
It's not your looks not matching up with your personality.
Right.
It's all in your presentation. Because I can even approach somebody because it's just in my presentation.
Right.
You know, either I can be a little rough, or I can be
sweet
as pie. You know, but
wow.
I mean, I can be sweet as pie. You know what I'm saying? I'm very versatile.
Right.
People just don't know me for real, but I'm very versatile. You know what I'm saying? So I beg
show me
your
the sweet
pardon,
side without me.
But that's how it goes.
Good talk.
Let's talk about fires, because I know I just wanted to have this segment because it's been going on a lot lately about the young women, man. The one incident at the train station with the girl getting stabbed.
That was my boy.
Was he talking about the Greyhound?
That was my boy.
That was a Greyhound bus.
Greyhound bus.
When did that happen?
That happened
A couple months ago.
Yeah, I
months
believe it was right before. Was it
Yeah,
January,
yeah,
February?
yeah, but it was before.
And she bled to death. And it was.
Well, they saying that girl was bullying her.
Well, the thing was, they were saying that the girl said, "I don't want to fight you," and then they tried to jump her. And
that was at the
video.
Greyhound downtown.
Yeah, you can look it up. And then it was crazy because it's like the video that shows different videos. The one joint you could see the blood coming out. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like she stabbed me, and that was pretty much all she can get out. And after that, you know, and it was tough because a lot of this is going on now with the young women because they want to go ahead and get off some things too. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's so much anger built in them, and there's so much of seeing that, and you know, like we said before in the other episode about these women stepping up, feeling like they got to fill a place that ain't theirs.
It's the gift
and they got to be tough. Yeah.
It's the gift and the curse of that camera.
And this is going on a lot because now that was before the quarantine and everything. During the quarantine, we had a couple fights up here at the gas station that we pumped.
It was actually on March. I'm sorry, May. This says May 20th.
No, you got the wrong thing.
But that camera could be a
woman was
thing.
Stabbed to death on Friday.
For police brutality, perfect.
After a fight
Pull
inside
it
the
out.
bus station.
But for the youth, when they see that camera, yo, that means everybody that's watching that live feed or whatever,
it's world star.
Gonna
That's
call
how
you a
like,
punk.
World star.
You a punk.
They thinking it's that.
She chased you. You know what I mean? So you gotta do what you gotta do.
The thing is with me, I'm looking at like, you know, like it has to be more to it. Don't get me wrong. We came up. We know how it is. You know. Certain people had weapons. They had their mace and a couple other things. You know what I'm saying? When they was going out there, you know, young come. I just feel like it's different now because nobody cares. Like before, it was like a care. I got my kid. I got da. Like no, I got too much going on. I ain't worried. Now it's just no care in the world, and everybody just ready to throw hands. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's scared of that ass whooping. Take that L, learn from it, and when you fight again, you know what the hell to look for.
Well, I didn't see there were no weapons at the gas station. On
they were just that was hands.
Yeah, and they were just right across the street from
Right
the
from
police
the police
station.
station.
They said the police was looking out the window at them.
They said they was watching.
They said the police was
they
looking
was
out the
outside.
window. Oh,
They
they were
was outside.
standing there watching them.
It's crazy because like I
They
said,
were standing there watching them.
I mean, it's quarantine, so I mean,
They were standing
they
watching them.
So I mean, and there was another one in the falls, and I mean they got loose there. So like that's why I say when I say it's sad. A lot of people got problems they're going through. A lot of things going on. People mad they stuck in the house. You got to think kids been out of school. For people, it's aggravated. You see what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of things going on.
Somebody
people
come get these kids.
Oh man, come get them kids. That's how people feeling. So it's like when we go out, outside, it's like, oh man, we turned up on another level. You know what I mean? Somebody go feel my pain. You know what I mean? That's what time we on.
If anybody give me a
Anybody
problem,
give me eyes, don't ask if I need help, nothing, man.
Well, listen.
don't tell me to put my mask on.
We
They
wanted
need to be wearing a
Oh
mask.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's a matter of
Because
fact.
we
You
are
need the
still
mask
in the
on.
middle of a
Yeah.
pandemic, and I don't
Yeah.
understand why our young people don't understand
Yeah.
that this is
Yo,
something
but
serious.
don't let them take
There's
you
so
out
many
loud.
benefits
Right.
to wearing a mask.
It is
You know
very.
what I mean? I don't have to smile at you if I don't want to. I don't have to show you you do that fake Karen smile.
Wait a minute. What you say? You don't have to
I
see
don't
my
have to do none of
expression.
that.
Yeah, I gotta do none of that.
I wear my mask every chance I can get.
But
Every
that's-
chance I can get, I got my mask on. They just look at me like, I wonder what type
Man,
of
you don't
dude
know
he
what
is.
I'm doing. I hit you the head now.
It's a
What's going
mystery.
on? You know what I mean? But another topic I wanted to touch about is how do we feel about this traveling? We traveling. They saying don't travel. They say you want to travel. Some people need to travel. Some people need a vacation. You know what I mean? And you need a peace of mind. But everybody that's been traveling, they saying they're going here, going to these clubs, going here to these parties and beaches. They saying that the corona, is going up. The percentage is going up.
Because people don't.
Because
like they're
listen,
supposed
this is
to
where it
do.
stems from. Trump don't want to get behind what his own doctors are saying.
But you know what?
He said he don't look good in a mask, so he don't wear a mask.
Wow.
Okay,
But
so
Joe-
now
Joe
you
Biden
got
could wear one.
so now you got your fan base thinking there's something against there's a problem with wearing the mask. It's your amendment right to not have to wear your mask. The government's trying to control you. That's the message that Trump is pushing. So now you got the surge going up, and that's where it comes from.
And that's just plain old ignorance, and we all know that.
Oh,
Because
trust me.
if you don't value your life, you should value your mother's life, your grandmother's life, your child's life, your auntie's life, your uncle life, other people around you. You should value their life if you don't want to value your own.
That's
And
right.
the way that you do
That's
that
right.
is you put on a mask,
Time.
you wash your hands with some soap and some water,
Mhm.
not with no hand sanitizer all day long. You got to
Right.
get that dirt and them germs off of your hands.
Right. So what we want to say to y'all, stay fresh, stay clean. We want to let y'all know right here, y'all. Masses like this, be in style.
Show
In
it up.
style.
Show
Be,
them
be,
how that
be,
mask
be
do.
in.
Show them
4th
how
of
that
July.
mask do.
4th of July mask. There you go. 4th of July.
And then we want to say, be great.
Yes, with your
Then we also come, you want to get gully out here. Fatigue yourself down. Let them know you're ready for war.
You can blend in with
All
your
right.
mask on.
So this is what we say.
War ready, war ready.
Yeah, come on.
War.
So we gotta, you know, you got all kinds of masses. But what we want to do, we always want to close it out at the end for a great time. We want to give a shout out to a baby who has passed. We going with the babies. Her name is Jatelia Hollins. Graduated from pre-K to kindergarten. Go ahead, Auntie.
Your girl. Your girl.
All right, and we talk about a
Congratulations.
baby. Again, we like to say, you're gonna drop any comments down below. Let us know how we doing on our show, because we'll be continuing going. Also, you can reach out to us at strongunitedvoices@gmail.com. We will be having phone lines open within the next couple weeks, so you guys will be able to call in, voice your opinions, or talk about anything we are talking about. And again, y'all, stay safe. Keep a cool head. Let's get through this thing for real. Let's talk about some real good, exciting things going on in the city of Buffalo, all right? Keep it going.
I'm trying to make a living.